Hi everybody, I'm Todd Banner, welcome. Earlier this week I did something I hadn't done in a little while, mainly because it's high summer here in the Midwest United States. And that means it's hot, it's muggy. Temperatures have been above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius for several days running. And going out into our woods is not a pleasant experience during the day. So I actually got up early and went to our local forest reserve, Thatcher Woods, before the heat of the day. But of course, that forest reserve is on the Des Plaines River, and that's mosquito territory. So of course, I used a commercial mosquito repellent, which worked pretty well. Kind of briefly, what I want to touch on before showing some of the filming and images that I got on that little walk. I saw a comment on another YouTube video, another channel, photographer's channel, by someone saying that they dealt with mosquitoes by they bought clothing that is treated with Permethrin. And you can also buy Permethrin spray. And Permethrin is actually not a repellent, it's an insecticide, and it's actually derived from chrysanthemums. So people think, well, it's natural, it couldn't possibly hurt you. That's silly. Poison ivy is natural. You don't want to roll around in it. And I just want to briefly say that I won't use those products because, and I'm putting my science hat on here. If you saw my introductory video, you know that I have a master's degree in molecular biology, which means I took biochemistry, and I also kind of know how to do research. And there's kind of worrisome research that indicates a link between Permethrin and Parkinson's disease. In fact, that agricultural areas where they use Permethrin, the crops that they use Permethrin on, there's a higher incidence of Parkinson's disease there than there are in areas where there are crops, and I think citrus crops, they don't use Permethrin. And so there is kind of a link to Parkinson's disease. Also, there was one research paper, and I'll link to that, that showed wearing protective gloves led to a fourfold decrease in Parkinson's among farm workers when they're working with Permethrin. I think that raises a question: if protective gloves have an effect on development of Parkinson's disease when workers are using Permethrin, do you really want to wear clothing that's been treated with it? For me, no. You may feel differently. Now, there is, primarily it's thought that there's mainly a genetic component to Parkinson's disease, but my father died of diabetes and Parkinson's disease. Which one killed him? They probably in combination did. So, I have a genetic risk, so I'm not going to risk wearing clothing treated with that insecticide. There's no health risks, evidently, with using DEET containing insect repellents. So that doesn't worry me. Anyway, so I went out for this hike early in the morning, which is a great time to go because it's before the heat. There's very few people. There are a couple of dog walkers, a couple of trail runners, and then the wildlife is out. So we got some nice footage of a heron, a deer with twins. It's pretty cool. And I used my trusty Lumix G9, which I'm filming on, with the 100 to 300 Lumix lens. And then really what I did was, when I'm walking around, I really don't like changing lenses if I'm looking for wildlife type things to shoot. So I had my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and really the main camera is 26 millimeter equivalent field of view. So if I saw something that I wanted a shot of where I would have had to change lenses, if it wasn't amazing, why change lenses? So I just used my iPhone for that. And I shot, in this upcoming footage, you'll see footage, everything done of birds and animals was done with the G9, and the rest was done with the video on the iPhone. And again, the stabilization on the iPhone is top notch. And evidently, the Samsung equivalent is great stabilization too. Pick what you like. These are really useful tools now, I think. So have a look. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Click the little bell to be notified. Let me know your thoughts, comments down in the comment section. And I will see you in the next video.